All right, so here's part 2 of writing quadratic equations from the solution. Now pay attention to the details. Don't zip over this really quick because there's a lot of places you can make messes on. Plus, I'm going to focus on, instead of once I have my two binomials, instead of creating the quadratic equation by using the box method, which is probably what you're most comfortable with right now, I'm going to go ahead and use the FOIL method every time. And so you can get an idea, do I want to use this? Do I not want to use this? Okay, so let's get going here. So the first one here says write an equation in standard form for the graph that has one solution at the vertex. So what is that? That would be 0, 0. And the second solution at 5, which would be 5, 0. And then concave down. This is important. So important. I'm just really hoping I don't forget at the end of this equation to go back to it, because remember, when it's concave down, it's in this position, which means whatever's in front of x squared has to be negative. So we're going to have to put that negative into the equation. So let's get started. First off, the first one would be x is 0. And the next one is x is 5. The first one we're done with. The second one, we have to also equate it to 0. X minus 5 equals 0. So now I have my two factors. I have a monomial and a binomial. So I'm actually not going to do the FOIL method, and you can't do the box method with this either. This is just distributive property. So I'm going to multiply this first factor. Again, it's a monomial. I get x squared minus 5x. Now, normally I would be done at this point, but it says it's concave down. So x squared must be negative. And the only way for it to be negative is for me to make it negative. But if I make that negative, it's going to affect the second term. So if I distribute negative 1 across, I'll end up with negative x squared plus 5x. All right, important. This was super, super, super important. Next one. This next one too, I hope you're not speeding over this video and just writing it down. You're going to miss this part because on this one, I have a fraction. So x is a negative 3 and x is 1/4. And we can't change it to a decimal. I can tell the kids I don't watch these videos because they're going to turn it into a decimal and it doesn't work. Now, I'm going to go ahead and add 3 to both sides for the first one. Okay, there's my first factor. Now the second one, I have to clear the fraction. I can't just say minus 1/4. I can't just say 0.25. I have to clear the fraction. So to do that, if you remember, you're going to multiply both sides by the denominator. So now I end up with 4x equals 1. I'm still not finished. I need to move the 1 over. Minus 1 minus 1. 4x minus 1 equals 0. Okay, I've got my two binomials. So I'm going to go ahead and set them right next to each other. And I am going to do the FOIL method. I barely remember anything about algebra when I was in school, but I remember the FOIL method. It's like the only thing I remember. So, and now they don't want us teaching it really anymore. So, but I'm going to teach it to you anyway. Shh. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and write the acronym out here. First, outside, inside, last. So first are these first two. I'm going to multiply them together, and I get 4x squared. Outside is, let me find my eraser real quick, is the x and the negative 1. So that's going to be minus x. The inside is going to be the 3 and the 4x. So that's positive 12x. And the last is going to be the 3 and the negative 1, which is negative 3. Whoops, I forgot the x. Okay. Now I'm going to combine my like terms, and I end up with 4x squared plus 11x minus 3. Done. Let's keep going. Okay, this next one, it's concave down. Notice that. So don't forget, we're going to have a negative in there. We're going to have to distribute that negative through. This point right here is negative half 0, and this point is 2, 0. So we have another opportunity to practice fractions. So let's do it. So let's see. X equals negative 1/2. X equals 2. Let's move that 2 over. X minus 2 equals 0. There's one binomial. Okay, the second binomial, I need to clear the fraction. So I multiply both sides by the denominator, 2. All right, clears that. So now I have 2x equals negative 2. Then I need to move the 2 over. 2x plus 2 equals 0. Okay, I have my two factors. I feel like I'm running out of space here, though. All right, so let's keep going. Let's see, I'm going to use the FOIL method. Okay, FOIL. First, 2x times x is 2x squared. Outside, that's the 2x and then negative 2. So that's going to be a negative 4x. Inside is going to be the 2, this 2, and this x. So that's a positive 2x. And then last is going to be the 2 2's, which is now negative 4. Okay, I'm now going to combine like terms. I have 2x squared. That's going to be a minus 2x minus 4. Bam. And guess what? Most of us are going to stop right here because we're going to forget. We're going to forget that it is concave down. That means I need to distribute negative 1 across the whole thing. So my final answer is going to be negative 2x squared plus 2x plus 4. Woo! So much to remember. All right, do you got that? Because I'm going to have to slide it up so we can see the next one. Woo! 2 fractions. Oh my goodness. Okay. I am going to recommend that you pause this video and that you try to get all the way through with 2 fractions. Okay? Pause. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and start. So I hope you already tried it. Here we go. I'm going to clear the fraction. 3x equals negative 2. I'm going to have to bring it to 0. 3x plus 2 equals 0. One down. Now you might pause at this point if you didn't already and do the second one. All right, now I'm going to go. Multiply both sides by 2. It clears that. We got 2x equals 3. Move that 3 over. 2x minus 3 equals 0. Bam. Okay, FOIL method. First, outside, inside, last. I'm going to try to save some room here. First, 3x times 2x is 6x squared. Outside, 3x, negative 3, negative 9x. Inside, 2 and 2x, which is positive 4x. And last, 2, negative 3, which is negative 6. So now I'm going to combine like terms. It doesn't say anything about it being concave down, or there's no picture or anything. So kabam, I'm done. We're done. Good luck. Ask questions if you need help. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.